Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Nemesis Gaming League, where the grind continues and where the play-ins are coming to a close. We have one series left of the play-ins, and that's in the Challenger League. But before that, joining me in the booth is my boy Chunk Light. Chunk, how we doing, man?
Pretty good tonight. Excited to see what these teams bring to the table after the first couple of exciting games.
Yeah, honestly, I mean, I feel like we've had two ends of the spectrum tonight. We had an absolute dominating sweep from Galaxy. Then we had an insane reverse sweep coming out from the Gladiators. We saw the top seed win. We saw a bottom seed win. Like, I feel like, we're on complete opposite ends so far tonight. And so this last game, what's it like? I don't know. Like, what are the script writers cooking tonight? I'm really not sure. I mean, I'm expecting something great. I really don't know though. Challenger League, honestly, I feel like I would say it's unpredictable because like I think everybody's like kind of the same tier in Challenger League. It's like I'm not saying I think Prospect and Rival are like the most competitive, like for their rank uh, and there's a lot of teams that can win it. I'm not sure about Chally, but like down here, with the 8 seeds, with the 10 seeds, with the 9 seeds, like these teams, they got stuff to fight for too. And I'm also not gonna lie, Chunk. I got a couple players on here that I'm like, okay, I know these names, some old great names. Like I got Gala, I got Grambo. Local somehow is still down here. What is he doing? I don't know. There's Seawall. We got some great names in here. Some Nemesis legends, to be honest. So I mean, it's gonna be a good one, no matter what.
Yeah, 100%. Both these teams have changed up their roster a ton throughout the season. I know Raptors didn't get off to the start they wanted, but they've made it here in this this play-ins position. They won their first game and they are looking to get that 8 seed.
Yeah, I mean, looking to get those that playoff spot, it only cost them 6 first-round picks. That's all, maybe 7. I'm not, but who's counting? I mean, it doesn't matter if you keep they keep winning. None of it matters. So now it does look like we are going to have a sub up come up here for Raptors. Um, but Chunk, like, I need to know your prediction. We had a sweep. We had a reverse sweep. What do you think is going to happen here in this game 5? Who you got taking it? Or sorry, in this game 5, in this last series.
So I think my prediction it was gonna be way different if local played. But Perky, respect to him. I don't think he'll be local tier, but I think he might be enough to make a difference still. I think this is going to go 3-2. I think Perky is still enough to be a challenger tier player
Mm,
and make this a close series, but I have 3-2 dissolved.
dissolved. I'm gonna have dissolved. Honestly, it's gonna be a 3-1. We need a 4 gamer. That's all we need out of this one. I ain't gonna lie. Dissolved. I think are gonna take this one. Seawall already with an early shot. Grambo with an early save. A great touch there from Red Jr. as that ball falls low. I will say JP, a player in Chally that he was on a really good motion team to start the season. His Raptors team has been kind of back and forth, but they've I feel like he's kind of found a space. JP always plays pretty well in the Chally League. Want to see him play really well. Gala, also a player that came into the league late, has been kind of showing off and going pretty hot this past couple of weeks. So Gala looking to continue that, but doesn't get the touch there. And there's JP going for the open net, and he's gonna get the first goal on the board for this whole series. And we have an early lead here for the Raptors.
Yeah, I think if the Raptors want to get a win tonight, they are going to look to JP to score these goals like he just did. I think JP really needs to lead this team based off the two players on the actual roster are the lowest two on MMRs on their team, so they need to step up big as Gala will sneak one through. And I was going to say for the other side, you need Gala to step in. We've seen him show up late, like you said. Top 15 in player rating. Averages over 1 goal a game. They need him to show up if they can compete here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Gallo, definitely the player I'm looking at is like you said, he gets one right there and a good answer back, not letting that lead stay a lead for very long. As now Dissolve looking for another counter attack opportunity. Seawall, that shot's gonna go wide. Grambo able to get the read. Grambo he's been a player that's been 1600, 1650 before. he's always been kind of high, and he just doesn't play the game as much. I mean, back in the day, this man used to be like rival. So if this old man's unwashed, hey, look out, Charlie Leak. He can do some dangerous things. Not gonna make contact there though, as JP hits that one to the sidewall. Perky up in the air, and Perky, like you said, he's Charlie level in my opinion. Like that whole, a lot of those players on that prospect team. I'm forgetting the name. Blackhawks.
Yeah.
That's a good team right there. So these players definitely capable of stepping up. Red Jr. He's trying to make a name for himself here. He had the assist to Gala, able to get an air dribble there. Seawall looking for the shot. That one getting saved away by Grambo. JP also hits it to the corner. Gala not getting the touch there. A great 50 there by JP. Perky not going to get the touch. Call it a tactical fake. Grambo throws in another tactical fake as well, but Seawall with a launch downfield. JP making that last second save. Both these teams trying to find their way through. Both these teams a little shaky. It seems like a couple mistakes, but still 1-1 here. Chuck Light, nobody's really been able to capitalize on these mistakes, and it resulted in a close game so far.
Yeah, it seems like the teams that have been playing pretty safe. They don't want to be too far up and get punished on a counterattack, but they will have an open opportunity here as Gala will get his second goal. Just a great pass here from Seawall. Gets it right off the corner, beats Grambo, and just a great finish from Gala. Great team plays, I think, is what really can set this dissolved team apart from Raptors. Raptors have been going for some solo plays here, but not a lot of teamwork.
Yeah, I've also seen a couple double commits as well. So chemistry, new team, as that ball has nobody going for it. As that ball, I think Dissolve thought someone on Raptors was gonna hit it, but Raptors, they have the offense. They're looking for the passing play themselves. Not gonna get through there. Gala, the goal scorer for both Dissolve's goals, trying to make a play, but it's Perky with the pass. But JP was also up, and a double commit can result into a counterattack here. JP able to make the save. Getting the follow is Perky. Perky now looking downfield. Grambo, he's looking downfield, but for a bump. But he actually gets the ball. Is that on target? No, Seawall also able to get that clear towards the side, but a great touch there. Ooh, not a great touch there, though, but Seawall still able to collect. Perky able to get the 50. Gala needs a touch here, and he gets it. Grambo was diving in. JP diving in head first. Nobody makes contact. Grambo going for the 50 down to the sidewall. Bouncing back mid, and JP is beat, but Grambo with the 100 boost, trying to get a touch, and he does a nice catch there. Can he get it past another? No, a great 50. That ball bouncing mid, another demo, and a great touch there, preventing Gala from getting a shot attempt. Now Seawall, once again, just going right off the wall, going for the shot. Gala was also up. Maybe it could have been a pass, but Red Jr. continuing this pressure. That ball bouncing down. Is anybody going to go? Nobody from Dissolve was ready for that one. Dissolve, though, continuing this pressure, and Gala trying to get that ball, but Perky's going to get the clear. Grambo with a nice 50. I've seen Grambo in the midfield a lot, although I will say it feels like Dissolved right now kind of has control. Gala trying to capitalize on that. Not able to get the shot there. Once again, seems like Seawall, off these walls. I've seen this man go a flip reset this time. He's been going off the wall, getting some nice passes in. Grambo, though, he's making his presence known. The tying goal there for the Raptors. A great shot.
A great play from Grambo to step up. Perky has been struggling a little bit to adapt to this team, but I'm glad that Grambo and JP are stepping up. I hope that for their sake, for Raptors' sake, that Perky will step up a little, get more comfortable with this team, and just really show off and hopefully lead this Raptors team to further rounds, and so they can play with their residential 1700. So
Yeah, no, I want to see them with their full roster, so would love to see a good win. But at the same time, this Dissolve team has been hot. They're looking hot, but Perky showing why you can't mess with them. Don't get this man comfortable. What a great shot there.
Yeah, what a play just to get active. He proves why he can compete. Gets it over Seawall and Red Jr. They just look like they didn't have a whole lot of boost left to defend that shot, but great play by Perky just to set up this lead and really take control of a game one where really they'll probably just get more comfortable over time compared to this Dissolve team.
Yeah, 10 seconds left. Can Dissolve make a play happen? Gala gets it to him on the back end. Seawall trying to make a play, make a pass. That one's sent across. Red Jr. He's able to get there Keep that ball up high. Gala doesn't have the boost to get a great shot. That one gonna hit the ground. Raptors are gonna take game one and kind of snatch it away from Dissolve. Dissolve was up for the majority of that game. 2 goals in the last, I believe it was the last 40 seconds. Like, that's it was a very quick turnaround for the Raptors, and they were able to snatch away game number one here. A huge momentum swing, and like you said, they're gonna just get more and more comfortable. I feel like so. I saw great performances out of Grambo and JP, and then Perky put the sealer in the back of the net as well. Dissolve played well. Raptors, they just stepped up when they needed to.
Yeah, 100%. Very even game. Looked like Dissolve was going to take it with that lead, but Raptors, Perky stepped up when his team needed him the most. He didn't have a whole lot of points, like I said, going into it, but he ended up getting a goal, evening out 1 goal apiece for the Raptors. Just equal pressure. You can't stop one player right now for Dissolved if you're or for the Raptors if you're on Dissolved. So be careful for everybody.
Yeah, everybody's dangerous on that team. I saw Grambo cutting a lot more and staying downfield and trying to just be a menace, and it seemed to be working. On the side of Dissolved, I was seeing a lot of great like attempts off the side while an air dribble to each other, a long pass downfield, and like in theory those are great plays. They're just not very like high success rate, and once you adapt to them, you can really start punishing on some counterattacks. And Grambo gonna take a pop shot there. Gala able to get the save and the clear all the way downfield. Perky gonna have to be the one to get that launched over Gala's head. A seawall now with one hard touch. Grambo already there. Grambo in the air, but Red Jr.'s quicker. JP already back to that third man, staying safe. Gala already up in the air. Red Jr. doesn't have the boost to jump for it, so Perky going to be the first one there. Not going to have a follow-up touch to the seawall. Able to launch it downfield once again. I love playing tennis, as now everybody here just seems to, not want to control the ball, but that's okay. We're finally going to get a pass from Red Jr. over to Gala. And Dissolve try to start some offense here. A great touch there from Seawall, but JP had that one read. But Gala don't care. That one to the back wall. Perky, no touch. That one's gonna hit the crossbar. The finish.
Oh,
It's there. What a shot from Seawall.
yeah, great play off the backboard. Perky just couldn't read it, but Red Jr. gets a. I think he was going for a shot, but it ended up being a perfect pass. Grandma just didn't expect it, and they end up slotting that one home. I saw a lot last game that it was pretty much a battle of the midfield. They had a lot more shots in the end before I was going to say it, but that's what we saw in the first minute of this game. It's been a lot of the battle in the infield.
Yeah, and I feel like both these teams, it's about getting that one good pass into, then consistent pressure. But Dissolved, they're trying to make that play happen now. Is a great pass there from Seawall to Gala. A three-man passing play, actually, is now that ball. Here comes the Dissolve pressure. After one good pass, they seem to just ramp it up a little bit. The Seawall now to the sidewall. That one's hitting the ceiling. Does he have the read? He does. Not a great touch, though, as Red Jr. hits that one off the corner. The only player there is Grambo, but he pops it straight for Gala. Gala and Red Jr. both in that corner, but a good 50. Gonna let Seawall get a touch. Doesn't get the double. Perky with a nice catch. Also gets a flick. Red Jr. pops that ball mid. Gets a reset. Gets it over one, and Gala has the follow. Grambo was there for the shot, though. Seawall 150, but Grambo wins that. Grambo not going to get the touch, though. Gala pops that ball high. That ball is bouncing mid. Red Jr. in the air. Gets the beat on two. That ball falling down. Grambo with no boost. No touch there from Seawall. The shot could not come through. Gala still waiting around. That shot just off target. And a great read there from Perky. Wow, a great save and a great clear. Forces Dissolved all the way back, and now the Raptors offense can start. No, they can't. Gala with a pass downfield. Seawall couldn't get to it. Red Jr. already up in the air. Seawall on the back wall. See if he can get a touch. Grambo just gonna pop that ball mid. That's dangerous. JP was up in the air quickly enough. Seawall gets it past one. Perky has no boost. This is a free shot for Gala. That one just wide. He didn't have any boost to get there. JP, no boost. Perky, no boost. Raptors are begging for some boost. JP and Grambo now have 100, so they can try to defend this, but Seawall gets the beat. Grambo off the back wall, and he own goals! The read from Grambo, but on the wrong net!
What a play by Seawall. He gets bumped here, and it just seems like there's no pressure coming from the shot, but Grambo, this unfortunate double into his own net. I'm sure if Seawall got past that bump, he would have done the same thing, but Grambo just does it for him.
Hey man, whenever it's just a natural instinct. Not everybody can own goal like that. That's a talent in of itself. Now we just got to see dissolved. Raptors. Do that for their own nets, but it's gonna be dissolved once again. Red Jr. this time gonna get that goal, and Seawall gonna get an assist here. Just a really good 50. He has no boost, and he just gets a great 50 on that ball in the midfield.
Yeah, 100%. They've been kind of awkward with both teams with boost management. We've seen a lot of times where Nets back with zero boost and shooters also there with zero boost, and they really just can't provide a quality shot. They have to kind of play it safe so they don't get hard beat and punished for it.
Yeah. Now who is gonna be able to capitalize on these opportunities? That's gonna be the real question. So far, it looks like it's been all dissolved this game. A good touch there from Perky, but doesn't have the boost to follow. All the way downfield is JP. As now he's sending that ball back, and Perky now looking for the pass, but that ball only going to get passed over to Red Jr. JP able to make a great save, though. Grambo hits it off the corner, gets a nice double. Seawall with a nice pop. Can he get the follow? No, he's going to leave it for Gala. No, Gala's going to leave it for him. No, everybody's going to leave the ball. Why do we need to touch it when we can just keep faking? That is my Rocket League mentality. Now, Grambo trying to get a pass, but it's going to be a double commit. That one could go in. Seawall with a great save. That ball popped high and no boost on the side of Raptors, but that touch from Gala gonna stall the attack in its tracks. Gala able to get past a couple, but still, it's dissolved. Kind of just running out the clock at this point. Maybe scoring another goal with some demos. I lied. We're hitting the post. And I lied again. Red Jr. puts it away.
Yeah, looked pretty open after this bump, but it's hard to kind of predict if your teammate's going for a demo, but it was good pressure from from Red Jr. there to follow up the attack and just seal away this game unless a miracle can come out from the Raptors. But it's kind of seemed that the offense here has slowed down for the Raptors. Only 3 shots this game compared to the 9 on the side of Dissolved. Just the pressure has been insane this game. I've seen a lot of 50s go the way of Dissolved.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Dissolved. I'm not gonna say figured them out, but it just seems like the way that they're playing now, it seems repeatable. It's something that they can replicate very easily. You can't replicate that fake from Seawall very easily, but he's able to do it there. Get a 5th goal here on the board for him. But literally just, why hit the ball when you can fake the ball? Yeah, Chung, that's my advice as a rival player. Just fake. It's the best way to play in the game.
Yeah, I was gonna say in the first game that people besides Gala for this Dissolve team need to participate on the goals. But if we look at this the scoreboard, we see all 5 goals are not from Gala. We've seen a lot of participation from anyone not named Gala. So a team effort here from Dissolved in this second game. Just a lot of proving why playing as a team is so much better and so much more consistent to apply pressure.
Yeah, so dropping the ball is finally Dissolved able to do that one. And you said, like you said, playing as a team, all 5 of their goals were assisted as well. That just tells you, I'm not sure all of them were like intentional passes, but they were playing off each other's 50s really well. So it just seems, this team, obviously, they were on a hot streak for a reason. Like, they are a good team and not to be trifled with. Dissolved really showing why there. And I think Seawall, I mean, like, obviously, you see the scoreboard and you're like, man, wow, he had a great game. It's not even like the fact he has 3 goals and an assist. It's the 50s. It's the air dribble control touches. He's just able to slow the game down, play at his own pace, and I think really set up this Dissolved team for success. I want to see more of that here going into game number 3. And on the Raptors side, man, it kind of just felt like 3 solo queue players trying to play the game together, and it just did not look pretty. I want to see a little bit more. I don't know if it's communication or capitalizing on mistakes. I don't know what it is, but Gala doesn't get the touch, and Grambo gets a goal.
Yeah, and a weird bounce. Gala just didn't really expect it, and Grambo able to capitalize on the opportunity. Give this Raptors team early life as they didn't get a goal last game, so it just really sends some momentum on their side. Maybe they can find out the Dissolved like they kind of did last game, but so far it seems like either team can still have this game. Just an early goal off a mistake.
Yeah, And that one could be another huge mistake. Gala going to call off his teammate for that one, and still JP is going to be back in time for it. It was a 3-on-1 potential, but the shot just not going to be good enough. As Red Jr. now able to get a nice pop over Perky. Grambo with a nice 50, but that net was open. But why shoot the ball when you can pass the ball instead? Gala doesn't want that one. Is JP able to get it past Gala and Red Jr. Seawall off the sidewall. Seawall with the shot. Perky was in the correct spot. I don't know why. I don't think Seawall was touching it, but Perky believed. Now, more continued pressure here from Dissolve, and honestly, that's kind of what we saw. However, a missed touch, or not getting a touch here, is critical. Red Jr. no boost, doesn't get the read, an immediate counter here by JP and the Raptors.
Yeah, just an unfortunate scenario left for the last man. Just not a really good position to make a play. You don't hit the ball, it's going off your post and an easy follow-up. You hit the ball, chance to clear it, but it's gonna almost go in your net. But just a unfortunate scenario, as Gala will get one back here for Dissolved. Great pressure here, as just no boost. Seawall gets a bump. Perky just gets beat. Just the pace they're playing at just kind of set them up for that goal there, Flip.
Yeah, and I think, that's the kind of pressure that they want. I saw 3 players rotate in and out, like, in that whole play, like, just in the replay alone, from Dissolve. That's how they want to play the game, is Seawall able to get an air dribble. They want to take a shot, maybe get a beat, and then rinse and repeat. And it's been working for them so far, as now they're able to get at least one goal on the board. They cut that lead in half, trying to catch back up here as Gala bangs that one downfield. Doesn't have a lot of boost. Gonna try to just stick close, maybe get a 50. He does with that ball right over Red Jr., but Seawall already back, waiting for that touch. Perky cuts it towards the midfield. Trying to get another one, but Red Jr. had that one red. Grambo's touch goes wayward as Gala with a nice flick. Is that one on? Well, it is, with the help of the demo too. Man, what a flame here from Gala.
Yeah, Gala really stepping up after his not really lackluster performance, but a 0-goal performance. But he has 2 here already in the first half of this game. 334 points to his teammates 96 and 57. Just really stepping up here. I'd like to see some other people step up, as Perky struggling, Red Jr. struggling, Seawall struggling. I'm sure they will find some action later in this game, and I think the team that uses these players who are kind of struggling will inevitably find the win here.
Yeah, Seawall able to get a nice clear there. Grambo pops that ball up high. Seawall's already there again, though. That one's going to hit the backboard. Perky, awkward read. Perky, great read. As Seawall still able to get a touch. Grambo flicks that ball high. Red Jr., his touch goes over to Perky. Makes it kind of awkward, but Grambo still able to get the clear. Seawall pops that ball high. He's already back up in the air. Perky is too, but Seawall gets the touch. Gala could not get the 50 on JP. A great touch there from JP, as he's now trying to get the clear. That ball sent straight down towards Seawall. Seawall with a soft touch, trying to get the follow. A demo on the backside, but Gala able to get the save. Does he have to read too? Disgusting read there from Gala, as Grambo pops that ball high. He had, and Grambo getting back to it. Oh my goodness.
What a shot from Grambo. Just a pop-up, gets back on the wall. Just a pre-flip right over Red Jr. And Seawall, not a lot you can do. Just unfortunate again. Your teammate gets beat. You had a lot of faith in him, but not a lot you can do when you position yourself like that. But I still have confidence that we can see more activity from all these players.
Oh man, Perky wanted the read. Grambo wanted the read. In the end, nobody's going to have that one. But another great opportunity for Raptors. However, a double commit there. Gala with some boost. Gala, I'm fumbling over my words. As that pass does get fumbled towards the midfield somehow. Still, no shot there as JP hits that one down. Tries to get a pass to Grambo, but that ball popped high. JP already back. I've seen JP get back very quickly. A lot. That man races back to net whenever he needs to. And I'm glad they're glad he's there that time, as that ball hit to the sidewall. That ball bouncing up high. Grambo able to get a nice 50. Perky with a touch, but a demo. But Grambo with a nice cut. That one headed back towards the midfield. A good fake. Intentional fake, I promise. As Perky loses that 50 to Gala. Oh, Red with a nice touch towards the mid. Gala pops that ball high. Perky's kind of awkward. That touch still floating. Gala no boost. Gala leaving the play, and Red Jr. gonna try to get it back towards the midfield, but the only player there is JP, as Grambo was looking for the bump, but there's only 40 seconds left now, Chunk. There's not a lot of time. I'm really needing to see Dissolve try to clutch this one up, and it might be here.
Oh.
Great save there from Perk. That shot could have been on. T-Wall, kind of an open net. Maybe could have been saved, but we'll never know. That shot was just off target. Red Jr. looking for the pass mid. Seawall and Gala are both there. Is that the overcommit? Is that going to be the dagger? No, Grambo puts it wide. Ticket. 10 seconds remaining. Perky, that 50 going wide, going to the corner. Grambo's there. Grambo's touch going to be met by Gala. Gala trying to get the fine clear over JP. JB puts it down. Can he get a follow-up touch? No, it's going to go high. Guess who's there? It's Gala again. Gala's shot, not great, but Perky keeps it alive. Red Jr. to the side. Well, that one gonna hit the ground. Raptors win game 3. And once again, the close game goes to Raptors. Dissolve, they weren't able to get a big lead. Raptors kind of just stayed in control, and some really good plays here. Like I saw Grambo with some really nice shots this game.
Yeah, 100%. They got the 2-goal lead. It got a little sketchy that as they let Gala put 2 up of his own, but Grambo got that goal at the end. A phenomenal goal. I think if they minimized that mistake on the first goal, it would have been a way closer game. We might have seen overtime, but I feel like if you minimize mistakes here for Dissolved, it really frees up a lot of room for them. I feel like if they clean up their act, that they will get this this win here to force a game 5. But phenomenal play from the Raptors last game.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, it wasn't just the first goal. I mean, literally, I think it was the second goal as well. We saw Red Jr. not get the read on the sidewall, and there was I forget all the goals, but I'm just silly mistakes that shouldn't happen. Like that one almost goes in there as Perky makes a good play. Or JP try to get a dribble. Perky flies across your screen, couldn't even see him. Grambo with one touch, trying to get a follow-up. That one not going to be on target, but JP's going to be there. Good save. But Perky there for the shots, and the pressure from Raptors was instantaneous. A goal in just 23 seconds.
Yeah, what a great way to get a player you've never played with or very little playtime involved. This is a really early team play from all 3 of them, just having insane pressure there to give them the early goal, not really off a mistake. So you've got to feel confident if you're Raptors going into this next game.
Yeah, and if you're Raptors, you're looking confident too. But now this is the kind of stuff that I've seen a lot of. It's one man back, and Raptors, they're trusting that last defender. I will say Dissolve have not done a great job capitalizing on the 3-on-1, the 2-on-1 opportunities. And on the other end, the counterattack tries to go in there as Seawall able to get a clear. That one only going to go as far as Grambo, though. Grambo to the back wall. Free goal. That's Perky. That's all it is. It's a easy touch. I saw 2 Dissolve players kissing it on their post, and yeah, that's all it takes.
Yeah, great shot placement from Perky, too, as a half flip could have saved it if he had shot it just a little less farther to that right post, but excellent placement by Perky to make sure that he capitalizes on their mistake and puts in another goal.
Yeah, and, you know, Dissolve's trying to make anything happen here. Oh, it's going to be Seawall, by the way. Absolutely. Like, I mean, like, out of nowhere, I mean, Gala with a nice touch, but I just thought there would be someone back. I don't know, and I'm just saying that's a Forbidden Temple only kind of bounce. I know why. I know why Rockerman picks this map, right? That's the kind of bounce that we only see on Forbidden Temple. As you know, It's been a minute and 10 seconds. There's been 3 goals already, Chunk.
Yeah, high flying offense here, as opposed to what we saw, and they will counter attack again. We've seen the 2-0 lead come back to a 2-2 tie in game 3, and we will see it again as Seawall bangs it past the 3rd defender. We've seen 3rd defender kind of be awkward in these last 2 goals. It could be a point of attack here for Dissolve going forward into this game.
Yeah, Dissolves, you know, they're finally realizing, hey guys, they leave their net open sometimes. We should score on it. And you know what? That's what they're doing. As now Dissolve going to try to find a way. You know, you're able to tie the game up, and that's what we saw last time. But they weren't able to break through and actually claim the lead. We need to see it happen here. That's another great pass there from Perky. As Grambo tries to put that one back mid, Seawall, and dude, he could have just clanged that ball. I don't know. He goes for the air dribble, gets stopped, and lets all the Raptors players just get back and then pass the ball over to Gala. Perky, what a dime. Gala, what a shot.
Yeah, 100%. Red Jr. just made a great touch. Perky kind of forced awkward on that wall, and Gala able to clean up the messy hit from Perky. And really, Perky has shown his offensive talent here, but a little sloppy on the defense the last couple of plays. If he can clean up that act, he will be. He is playing like the best player right now on their team this game, but he is fit phenomenally here for Raptors as a double commit will come out. We've seen a lot of double commits here, Flip. How do you think they can capitalize here?
Honestly, the issue is I've seen double commits from both sides. As oh, that's the
Oh,
capitalize. Oh, I just need the shot attempt. I just think Dissolve's playing just a little too slow. Like you said, we've seen double commits. I think a lot more on the side of Raptors, and it's just instead of going fast and going for some crazy touches like that one from Red Jr., they go for air dribbles or they go for a slow solo play and a bump, and it's just hit the ball hard on target, and I bet you it's gonna go in. That's just how you play the game. As now we're gonna see Gala try to hit the ball hard on targets in the bottom right corner while you're at it. Add a little bit of placement, and that one is in the back of the net all day. 4-2 here for Dissolved.
yeah, Gala, no one contesting him. Gets a free power shot. Perky close to it, but doesn't expect the placement. Just a great shot from Gala, who has all 4 goals accounted for, 2 goals, 2 assists. Is playing all the roles he needs to here to force a game 5.
Yeah, forcing a game 5, looking really solid while doing it. I don't know. I just think Raptors they just don't have that edge to them right now. I'm used to seeing JP going for some crazy stuff. Grambo being downfield, being really annoying. Grambo, there he is he's able to get a nice 50, but still only as far as Gall is he's able to pinch that one all the way downfield. Perky, really awkward, doesn't have the touch off the back wall. Seawall, he's gonna shoot that one. That ball popped up high. A triple commit, a
Oh!
triple fake. Red Jr. He's gonna be the one. I think Gala actually left that on purpose.
Yeah, you gotta give him credit. No one knew who was gonna hit that ball. JP kind of confused on who is gonna hit it, and they end up capitalizing here. Just really offensively dominant this game. They have 6 shots, 5 goals, able to convert these at a high clip here in this game. As Perky will get another goal. Great setup by JP. As the game's not over, Flip. There is still time left in this game.
Yeah, honestly, I kind of forgot there was 4 goals scored in a minute and 20 seconds. There's a minute and a half left. I'm just saying, like, we can. The final score line could be 9-3. I mean, it could be like 7-5. Like, you never know. This is definitely far from over. These two teams love not playing defense, or just really love playing offense. Either one. But as Perky, he's gonna try to get another one here. Wow, a crazy 50. That one launched all the way down. Grambo off the ceiling, able to get one touch. That one going to go as far as Red Jr. as JP hits that one off the sidewall, trying to get a follow-up, but no, it's going to be Gala launching that ball downfield. Perky looking to collect it. Gets demoed for his efforts, though, as Seawall now off the ceiling. No, he's just going to go for the flip reset off the sidewall. Goes for the double, gets the double. Goes absolutely nowhere with it. That's why we stay out of free play, kids. Just play the game. Perky off the back wall with a minute remaining. I will say, though, Seawall, whenever you're doing flip resets like that and you play like Nerfbot, you buy a lot of time. As now JP, this Raptors team trying to find anything. Grambo was looking for a weird touch there, trying to get a 50 there. Perky and JP both double commits, and Seawall finally able to get a long clear. This is where I think they need to play fast. JP just playing a little bit faster, able to get back for that touch. Seawall pops that ball off that backboard. Grambo not own goaling it this time as he's able to pop that one up high. Gala trying to find a pass mid, the only one there. Oh, it's going to be Red Jr. He's not going to get a touch, though. And so Grambo's able to get the clear. Now the counterattack can start. A great touch there from Seawall to send it over to Gala as well towards the corner. Oh, my great read there from Gala. Really securing this game, seeing that ball all the way downfield. Pretty much running the rest of this clock out. Grambo trying one last-ditch effort, but it's going to be dissolved. Winning game 4 here. We're going to go to Champions Field.
Yeah, 100%. Great, like you said, great stalling by Seawall going for mechs. As long as it wastes time and gets you into the next game, do whatever you need, man. But Great team effort. We can see everyone had a goal and an assist on Dissolved. Everyone getting involved. Just great plays all around. And Perky got really involved here for Raptors. I'd like to see more, like you said, Grambo being a menace on their half, and JP we know is a phenomenal scorer on the offensive side. I'd like to see those two step up, and I think they need to step up if Raptors want a chance in this final game.
Yeah, I think if you just play normal Rocket League, I say normal. If you play Challenger level Rocket League, um, you're gonna see a dissolve win here. I'm not gonna lie. You need to play some. I don't know. Go down to novice league, like Raptors. You need to do something crazy. I don't care. I was seeing a lot of fakes out of dissolved, and it was working. Maybe we see some fakes out of rap. Maybe we see. I don't know. We'll see something crazy. I can already imagine. Game 5. It's gonna be a blast. But you said you had dissolved in 5. I had dissolved in 4. And, that didn't quite pan out. I'm gonna stick with dissolved. Are you sticking with dissolved here, Chunk, going into Game 5?
Yeah, from what I saw last game, they've shown that they do not want to go home, as they have played phenomenally on the offense. We've seen every goal had an assist last game. Just playing well as a team, like we talked about earlier. As we got a lot of pre-jumps here, kind of not playing cautious in a Game 5, but if it gets you the win here, who can be mad? But like I
Yeah,
said, I'm gonna stick with them here. But what do you think? Do you think Raptors can take away like the end of the
uh,
game here?
I mean, I don't know. I have just seen absolute destruction on the side. That's Sewell's second demo. We saw a demo or a bump attempt on JP. I just saw like all 3 players of Dissolve go for a bump or a demo, while also all being like, I don't know, pushed up toward like in the opposite corner of the field. Like that was extremely aggressive from Dissolve, and that's the most aggressive we've seen them all series. And they pull it out in the first 20 seconds of Game 1, and I love to see it. The energy, or sorry, Game 1, Game 5, a much more important game. They're here for Game 5. They're here for Champions Field. This is where they thrive, and it's gonna be tough for Raptors. They're broken out of their own half, trying to find some way through. Grambo's touch gonna go wide, and Perky gonna go dodge a demo as once again this Dissolve team realized, hey, why hit the ball when you can hit the player? And Chunk, that might just be the winning formula.
Yeah, 100%. The physicality of the first goal, like you said, all 3 of them went for bump plays. All 3 of the players got bumped or had to dodge out of the way, and just made it super awkward. So the physicality here has really changed up the game for Dissolved. And if you're Raptors, you need to find an answer as it clings off the bar.
That would have been a crazy shot from Gala, but this Raptors team, they've had a couple chances. There was one that I really thought was going to get a shot, but a good save from Red Jr. came out. But they've been on this offensive side for a while. Red Jr. able to get a clear there, and Gala doing a little kamikazing there as he's able to get a good demo. That ball almost bounced straight in. Nobody was in the midfield for Dissolve to put that one away. Seawall, great 50. Going for another Grambo with a nice fake chow and a good 50 there, sitting that one all the way down. But again, the midfield pressure here from Dissolved. A good 50 there. Oh, the physicality coming out from JP. That's his second demo as well. He's been getting a little bit more physical. He's answering the call that Dissolved was throwing him. As Grambo now trying to find a shot. Gets another little touch. Perky's there for the shot. What a save there from Seawall. Literally could not see him on my screen. Out of nowhere, that man just stopped the game from being tied. Now he's looking for an offensive touch here. That one towards the corner and could not get the double. Trying to continue this pressure. Man, what a save. That's the kind of clutch moments in Game 5 that we're looking for. And that one on the back wall, not going to go in. Grambo able to get the beat on 2. JP could have a shot here. That one gets saved away. Gala, he's in the air. He's really awkward. What a save. Gala had the brain jump save. Grambo continuing this attack. Gala able to get one touch. JP there trying to get a pass back mid, and the Dissolve defense is hanging on right now. A minute 57 remaining. They're able to get the ball cleared once again. And man, they're trying to just breathe just a little bit. Get this ball. Maybe try to get a 2-goal lead, but man, they're barely making these saves, Chunk, but somehow they're still up by 1.
Yeah, 100%. If you're Raptors as well, you're still in striking distance. You don't need to worry too much. I've seen games like this. I was thinking this game looked a lot like one in RLCS. Up one, we see I don't know who exactly, but in Champions Field as well, up one, the team not fretting. They score with 50 seconds left and win the game. If you're Raptors, you can pull it off. You just don't need to panic yet. Once there's 30 seconds though, I think you might have to go full panic mode as nothing has broke through so far.
Yeah, I will say though, they've had these opportunities and they've had the shots, and honestly, probably could have had a goal here, but it might just bounce back. Oh, I thought that one could have been a shot on target, but still dissolved. They've hung on, and they are now trying to increase their lead. Their pressure is so suffocating sometimes and so dangerous. Oh, miss there from Red Jr. Bagala, and we get the follow up. Not allow a counterattack to immediately start. Seawall. This is the time where Seawall loves to just take his time, try to get a dribble. Red Jr. pops that one up high. He's going to the backboard. No, he's not. He's going for the foot reset. JP able to get the read. I didn't have that one, but JP sure did. Perky now trying to get the clear. No, no double. Seawall with the clanger to the back of the net with 15 seconds left. That right there may seal the deal.
That might be the end of the Raptors season. There's still 15 seconds left. You're gonna need something to go right on the kickoff, though, as we've seen phenomenal kickoffs, phenomenal 50s going the way of Dissolve. We need to see a 50 go the way of the Raptors here.
Yeah, 8 seconds remaining, and it's not looking likely. The clock strikes 0. The dissolved team, the team that was kind of hot coming through, stumbled a little bit in this series, but they're able to pull it out in 5 games. It was back and forth all series. Raptors honestly put up a really good fight. They had their 2 lowest out players. They had a sub up. Nothing went right for this Raptors team. They were still able to scratch and claw 2 games out of the series. But hey, your prediction was right in the end, Chunk. Great prediction, because this dissolved team, they were able to battle it out. You said Perky was good enough to compete, but Dissolve would be able to take advantage, and we saw him compete. We saw him play pretty freaking well. But man, just Dissolve, like you said, just able to edge it out just a little bit. And honestly, Gala played great. I think Seawall might be my MVP, though. That man, I think he played out of his mind.
Yeah, 100%. I was kind of clowning for Seawall earlier for not really scoring a lot, but you gotta realize what I forgot about Seawall. He is a
Hmm.
menace on demos and bumps. He is a physical player. He will go for these off-ball plays, and he just really makes team impacts, even if he's not like touching the ball, getting the flashy stats. But I agree, Seawall, phenomenal game. If I gave an MVP, I'd have to give it to Gala just because of the all-around performance he gave. He scored goals, he scored assists, he saved the ball, just all the stats. He came up clutch in moments they needed it, even if they didn't like win game 3, I believe,
Yes.
when they were down 2 and had 2 to come back within striking distance. But
Yeah.
you got to give him credit for just leading the team really mentally as well. I feel like he led the team, didn't think they were down, didn't like get down on themselves for being down in the series, and just let them to get a win here and be able to play in the actual playoffs where they
Yeah.
will be playing the undefeated Venom.
Yeah, I will say, I mean, Rocker Man, go ahead and pull up this bracket, because we got to take a look. It's a rough one. I'm not gonna lie. Hey,
Like,
shout out, shout out to the Raptors, shout out to Dissolves. Rockerman said in chat, he said, "Congrats to both teams on their seasons ending tonight, because they are facing the Like, it didn't matter if you won. You are facing Venom. Kopente should have been rival, and it should not be a debate. I would have had him. He would have started over Marco. Like, this man, Kopente is too good to be, and he's proven it. But hey, I've seen crazier things happen. I'm not gonna see crazier things happen, because I know this ain't gonna. It's gonna be so tough. I will say though, Gala is goaded. He can play that well. Seawall really did impress me. And this Venom team, they can troll. I'm not kidding. Like, they can troll. Um, I just don't think. Oh man, it's gonna be a tough one. I don't want to say they don't have a shot. because I do think that Venom can play bad. But if both teams are, at their peak, it's gonna be impossible to win. I'm not gonna lie. So we are praying for a Venom downfall. I think we all are. And Dissolved, I really hope you guys do well. Congratulations to Raptors once again. Um, but I think it was a great streak. Let's look at the positive. We just had two game fives. We had a reverse sweep. We had an insanely dominant series earlier today, and this one went to five. All great games tonight, to be honest. And so, Dunk Man, thank you for joining me in the booth. It was fun casting with you. I got a bedtime. I'm old now, so I think we're all ready to kind of wrap it up.
Yeah, 100%. One thing I will say though before closing, we've seen
Hmm.
dominant teams show up 18-0 in the regular season.
Shout out Gladiators.
Postseason, first round bye, you kind of, if you're not playing the game, you can get rusty. I would know. I was on an 18-0 team last season in the regular
Mm.
season. I've seen dominant teams go down in Nemesis before. It's the playoffs. It's anyone's game. So if you're dissolved, you realistically have a chance. But you are going up against a a Goliath as a David. I'd say probably a top three most dominant Nemesis team. But other than that, I think I am ready to wrap up the night and that wish everybody luck in the playoffs.
Yeah, so real quick before we wrap up, gonna shout out a couple of important people, really important people. Shout out Beard, Ruby Sub Zero, our novice league subscriber, premium subscribers. The challenger tier, we got Crotera, go Noah, he just got eliminated tonight. Rest in peace. And Wiggle, also a goat. And then the Titans here, we got Critter, that's my goat. Fenrir, iParker, Jax. Hey, he gifted me a sub. That man's actually goated. Neons, Rare. I know to say his name now. Speed and Street Soul. Everybody on this page that you're seeing, they're all goated. So definitely gonna be. Uh, Obviously, it was a great series, great nights here, Chunk, and now we got playoffs coming up, so even more crazy action on the way. But to everybody, you guys will have to stick around. Sorry, come back around Monday for all that juicy goodness because, man, we are just getting started in the postseason. But we're going to end things here tonight. So thank you guys all for joining us here at the Nemesis Gaming League. We will see you guys Monday and definitely are going to want to tune in. You're not going to want to miss it. Deuces.